Yay, making some progress on the doors. The part I was dreading the most. It's kind of why I wanted to do it first. Get it out of the way. Got the seal all done. Can't remember if I've mentioned that on the passenger side anyway. Driver's side's pretty much done. Still got that attached over there. The only thing I don't have is the door latch, the door release hooked up. And I got my wires ran for the release on this side. Wires. Okay, so here's what I did for the door handle, the release for the latch. Got a micro switch behind this thing, sandwiched in between the housing. And the handle itself. You can see the contacts here. And here's the trigger. And you bend that thing whichever way you want for it to hit the trigger. So looks pretty good. Just like that. That'll work slick. And I'm gonna glue this lock so it don't flap around, and so I don't have red showing right there. So I'll put some epoxy, glue that thing shut. So good to go. Get that done, finish up on that door, mount the switch on this side, catch this side up, and secure the mirrors, tighten those up, and the doors are done. And there's kind of an inside shot view of the door panel. And here is the latch working with the popper. Looks pretty good. Works pretty good. I have yet to whip out the key fob yet. I'm trying to figure out that stuff. Yeah, hopefully that works like I'm dreaming it'll work. In other words, be able to program the different functions of what I want it to do, as far as rolling up the windows, popping the doors, turning the fan on or off, you know, that kind of thing. And then I got the switch down in here for the window. This one's in kind of a bind, obviously, which I'm not gonna bother with too much. It is what it is. I can't remember which one was the hardest one, the thinnest door. This one maybe. But yeah, I really had to do some reworking to get that in there. But it works. And tucks all the way down in the door. Rolls all the way up like it should. You know, whether the door's open or closed. I'm going to take that apart, put a little bit of grease on that slide. That might work better. Yeah, but hopefully I can do all that with the key fob. Rolls up perfect. Perfect. couldn't be any better. And I'm going to hold off as long as I can if I don't need to put those extra seals in here. Yeah, you know, even if it's got a little bit of a wind leak, I'd rather keep the look of it the way it is. We will see. Yeah, I haven't been working on this much lately. Been kind of lazy about it, but I'd like to get the doors done today, all the way completely done, and then either start working on the back or the front. I've got all the connections, electrical connections for the lights I need. I think I got all the hardware, all the crap I need. There's a harness for the rear tail lights. Really all I need is the plugs. Sockets for the lights. Remember, this is an aftermarket LED light, so it comes with its own stuff I gotta plug in. So yeah, I'd like to get everything done, get the front, back, get the doors done, get the side glass, the rear glass, and we'll see about the front glass, as long as I can get the dash in and out without any hassle. Otherwise I'm going to leave the front glass out for now till I get the interior done. But yeah, I'll get everything done and then we'll do the interior last. And I've been watching on the forum, Mike, the Stig, is what he goes by. Man, he's putting a really nice custom interior in his, and it's been killing me watching that. Making me think I need to tear mine apart and do something custom like that. So okay, doors done. Everything's done on the doors, except of course always some minor details. Got the mirrors where I want them. And I broke one little piece on the window track, little plastic piece where the cable winds around. So I'm going to have to source that piece. And yeah, other than that, it's pretty much done. A little bit of sound deadening and some work to keep the panels from vibrating. But it all looks pretty good. All came out pretty good. So now I'm working on the back part. I'm going to get the wiring done. I'm going to get the tail lights, all the everything wired on the back for the radar, the third tail light, the camera, park lights, signal lights, brake lights, reverse lights. We'll make that all into one nice little loom. And here's all the parts just for the tail lights and all that. So we'll figure that out, get it together into one nice little tidy loom. Tuck it in the back and secure it. And then I'll get the cable for the latch hooked up. Put the glass in the back. And the splitter, the closeout panels behind the wheels, you know, and then the back of it will be pretty much done. Okay, been a couple weeks or so since I've really even touched this thing. Been a lot going on. Had some business to take care of. Went to business meeting in Vegas. Got into the SEMA show. Met up with 5 or 6 guys building these GTMs at the SEMA show. Went out with the Factory 5 guys, and anyways, it was a blast. Had a good time. And I showed pictures of my car to Richard from the TV show Fast and Loud, Gas Monkey's Garage. So that was cool. And saw a couple other celebrities there, so had a good time. The heater's on. It's cold out. Days are short now, so I'm trying to get acclimated and get back into building this car again. I do have the wires ran for my tail lights and all that. I had to redo a couple things. I want to relocate the switch for the ISIS, so I had to run wires, and I just don't want to run extra wires, so I had to kind of take apart the loom and put it back together, which is real hard at this point because the body's on the chassis and all that. And then I ran a wire up front from the tail lights. These tail lights, you can change how they operate. You can make a regular signal light. You can make it sequential, and you can make a burst brake light or just a normal brake light. You have the option to switch that within each light. And then also it's got what they call a show mode, and you activate the wire and it puts it into a fancy little show mode. So I did run that wire up front. I'll probably hook it up to a switch, kind of hide it, and I think I'm going to hook it up to my launch control switch, so when I activate my launch control, it'll put the tail lights into a couple second little dance back here, which will be cool. So I'm in the middle of hooking up some ground wires. I'm going to run ground wires to everything, and then begin routing the power to each individual item. I hate doing wiring, but this part I got figured out, so it's just a matter of getting it done. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but I got all the wiring done for the back, which ended up being quite a lot. The LEDs had some additional wiring to do. Got the third light to work. Had the polarity crossed. That's why I couldn't get that to work. And the reverse lights work, except the switch in the tranny isn't quite going in far enough. So I get no action from the switch. Other than that, it's working. So I'll have to get a deeper switch or something. Figure that out. And yeah, so I'll open up my door and turn the lights on, and we'll get a little light show for the tail lights. There's tail lights. then right up here is my little license plate lights. That should be good enough. Get a pass on my license.